Hey guys, welcome to a new Christmas video. Today we're doing a special Christmas movie that I'm excited to watch because it has an actor I really like in it. I was going to review this movie for Black Friday, and you'll see why, and you probably already know why. Stuff happened I didn't get to it, so we're doing it, and it's still kind of Christmassy related, so I said we'll do it just for Christmas, we're added to the Christmas vibe. We're doing Black Friday. As you know, does this count as a Christmas movie? I'm like, yes it does. That's because they're wearing a Christmas hat, obviously. The inside is about, obviously, a store. Black Friday happens, obviously. It's a horror movie, where, you know, it's Black Friday and much horror stuff happens. The store is filled with, like, Christmas stuff, and play Christmas music. It's right after, like, it's right after Thanksgiving. It's Christmassy. I'm like, yeah, I know it's happening in Thanksgiving, but so much Christmassy stuff to it. I'm like, this counts as a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says. Christmas movie also could technically count as a Thanksgiving movie because it takes place Thanksgiving. Not too much of all around that. It has a little bit of that, but technically could be a Thanksgiving movie as well. So it's kind of good count as both. But I think it's more Christmassy than Thanksgiving. But let's jump into it. And also, if you noticed why I said there's one actor in this I really like, obviously Bruce Campbell's in this. I'm a big Evil Dead, Army of Darkness guy, and I like Bruce Campbell, so I'm like, cool. He's in this. Fun. Obviously, him in horror movies like makes sense. Him in like horror movies is always something I'm like down for. It's like, yeah. So let's jump into this review. General thought, I like it. It's a horror movie goes. It's not bad. I don't think it's like the best horror movie, but it's definitely not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Because it looks like it could be one of the schlocky ones. It could be decent. It's in the middle. It's not the worst horror movie ever, but it's not bad. So let's jump into it. General thought, like I said, I think that's good. So let's jump into this movie. What is it about? It's about this toy store on Black Friday, and obviously they're having a big Black Friday. So also gonna introduce you right now. Spoiler warning ahead. Gonna talk about the movie. So spoilers. If you don't want to get spoiled the movie, you can cut out or listen to a little bit of it and cut out. But because I don't know what counts for spoilers, everybody's different with spoilers. But spoiler warning just now, because I'm gonna talk about the movie in post form. So it's about this toy store was having a big Black Friday sale, and obviously Bruce Campbell is like the manager of the store, and everybody else is like people who work there, right? And the one guy here, this guy, his name's Chris. He's very much a germaphobe and doesn't like germs and stuff, but he kind of goes through this movie and he's not very germ guy, doesn't like germs and stuff. Doesn't like everybody has unique qualities. Like this guy right here, the black guy, he's like the badass guy. This guy's like a father, not deadbeat father, but he has like kids and he's like, you should see him more and stuff and do stuff. And it's like, yeah, but he's great. And then we have this girl who's great, and there's other characters. Let's jump into it. Like I said, Black Friday sale. It shows like in the beginning of the movie, maybe he starts this thing that this other store, electronic store, and it starts this thing that crashes into it. It's like this big glowy alien thing that attacks this guy, and it's like these things. This is not a zombie movie. Just like no zombies, no dead, no nothing. It is an alien movie because an alien thing comes down, starts infecting people, and that's how it works. They shield this thing that's also like a web, like a Spider-Man web. I'm like, why did that give me Spider-Man vibes? I don't know why, but fly or like a web thing was shooting out of it, like a other mouse and crapped on the face, and they get affected. I guess you could get bit too. I want to say you can get bit as well, but so it starts off showing another store getting attacked and stuff. They cut to our main store and it shows some of the guys going there. Him meeting him driving off his daughters, him as his house, and all his parents really don't care for him or don't really like him, or this is problems at his house, family issues, and instead of them going to the store and everybody about the Christmas bonus and what they're trying to get and what they're excited for. Eventually later you find out stuff about that. You get to where we get to it. They get it all ready and stuff. You meet all the cast and characters, and then this door opens and the guys come in. They let the shoppers in, and Bruce Campbell's over the radio doing like the announcer thing of the manager thing, talking about stuff. And eventually this one guy has like, oh yeah, gotta go clean up this throw up and stuff, and it's the guy who'd done like gyms and stuff. And like, and you look at it, it's like, holy shit, that's not just throw up. That looks a lot more than throw up. That looks pretty bad. I don't know if you've seen throw up before, but that's not. It's definitely not throw up. So I don't know what you're on about, but he has to go and clean up the guy who's the big germaphobe. And then after that, he sees this guy attack him, and he's obviously one of the infected guys, but they don't know 100% what's going on yet. He attacks him. He, hits him, drops a thing on him, hits this other lady who was attacking him, so he had every right to. I don't care what job. If somebody attacking you, you have a right to fight back. I think, in my opinion, you do have a right to fight back. If somebody like gets attacking like that, with like they're like a possessed, obviously they're like not in their right mind. You have a little bit of, I think, the right to fight back. If somebody's attacking you like that, especially when they're like possessed or like a controlled zombie, whatever you want to call it, alien possessed thing. But yeah, the thing gets tied up, and they're like, hey, what's going on? Then they find out what's going on because another guy, a guy walks in, gets infected, and they figure out, oh shit, stuff's going down, and then people get getting infected, and people start dying of their group of walkers and stuff, and they have to kind of figure out how to escape. And that's the whole movie is them trying to figure out how to escape. And you get to learn about Bruce Campbell, tells them there's no Christmas bonuses, and they're like, oh fuck this shit, kind of mad. But I like Bruce Campbell because at least in the end, he like kind of dies for like the team or like whoever who's on the roof. He's like, hey, I'm gonna stop these guys, I'm gonna do my thing and stop these guys. And I like that, how he, at least in the end, he died not as like a villain. He's not like a complete villain. Like Bruce Campbell's character is one of the characters in this, and I'm like, is he one of the bad guys? No, like one of the bad humans. He's like, I don't care about anybody else. A little at first, I felt like he had some characters, but you see some points where he does help and do stuff. So yeah, he's cool. I like him. I do like him. He's one of the characters you go by the end. I'm like, I like him. and he just sacrificed himself at the end to stop you guys, so it's great. There's another guy who's a black guy who like works for him. He's like the, I don't know, he's like the employee of the month, district manager or something. He's like below him. He's like the next guy who tells everybody what to do and else what to do, and he's the guy who he had bit this guy and pretended that he was bit by the thing and and left him kind of dead. He's an awful guy and stuff, but he's not. He's great. I like this guy. He's great. Same as her and him. Like five good characters in this. Also the big tough guy. He goes off pretty early, decently, at least halfway in the movie or something. He goes off. There's this other old lady who's, I forget what happens to her, but he does as well. Another person who was like talking about all the rules and stuff. Another important person who of the chain of command. She dies. I'm like, kind of didn't like you, so I'm not like complaining about you. You're pretty too stickler for the rules, but it's a fun movie. They have to fight all these things. It's fun. I enjoy it. And then there's the big giant. All these things are also all the aliens are building the stuff up into the giant monster and building up into the thing, and then make the giant monster, and then they do stop it. Because the one guy, Chris, is able to knows how to use forklift, and he's able to kill it, so it's great. But at the end, we see him drive off, and you see there's more. I'm like, okay, you got one. If these guys can take one out, Chris can take one out. I'm gonna say, I don't know how the army's not taking them out. You just gotta do what Chris did. Cause I don't know if they can. If you do it with one, you probably do it with all of them. Are they that smart enough to not be able to fall for that? You could do it with everyone and kill them easily. So this is easy, I think. Like, oh look, what was like it does so there's more. But if Chris can kill him, I feel like the war's not gonna be ending. They're gonna be able to stop this, in my opinion, because it ends on with like, oh, there's more, and like obviously there's more in the background you see and stuff. And also I like how they mentioned his family, his daughters are fine. Well, like, cool. You could easily have had him. I'm like, that's cool, because you don't need to have him. Since they're not there, you don't need to have him die. Taking them fine is great, and then fine, that's great. So I like this movie. It's fun. It's a fun horror movie. Like I said, it's not the best horror movie, but yeah, it's fun. Also, it's weird if we're doing another movie that has to do with Black Friday. This one's actually called Black Friday, but I did for Thanksgiving. I did the movie Thanksgiving, but also has to do with Black Friday and stuff in it. So I'm like, the movies recently that had to do with Black Friday, and I love horror movies. So I'll have that as part of the thing. So yeah, but this is great. Like I said, like Bruce Campbell. What do I rate this bad boy? I'm giving it. It's not like I said the best horror movie. It's maybe like a 7. Like it's solid, not the best, not the worst. Definitely like somewhere in the middle. Like for me, I'm like it's not an 8 or something where I'm like I really enjoyed that. But it's like I enjoyed it, but I feel like I've seen better ones. But it's still fun and I enjoyed it. So what do you guys think of Black Friday? Leave it in the comments down below. You guys can always stay epic. And I'll see you in the next Christmas video or next video. Bye guys. See ya.